Yeah, man!
Hello, my name is Miguel and today I'm gonna make for you June Plum Orange Juice Drink. So you're gonna need oranges, lime juice, lime, green is best, June plum, water, sugar, peas, ginger. Visit JamaicanDinners.com for the recipe. Get a big enough bowl. Add enough water into the bowl. Drizzle several drops of distilled white vinegar in the water. We're going to wash and rinse the fruits next. But first, loosen the juice in the lime and the oranges. Put lime on a hard surface. Use the palm of your hand. Press on the lime hard, not to burst it though. Rotate it in a circle from side to side. You're loosening the juice in the lime. Put orange on a hard surface. Use the palm of your hand. Press on the orange firmly. Do not burst it. Rotate it from side to side and around. You are loosening the juice in the orange. Do this for all the oranges. Now, use your hand and your fingers. Rub the lime's skin clean. Get an empty container ready to put things in. Use your hand and your fingers. Rub the skin of the oranges clean. Use your hand and your fingers. Rub the June plum skin clean. Visit JamaicanDinners.com for the recipe. As well, visit JamaicanCookings.com for the recipe. Wash piece ginger clean. You could use a brush like this, scrub in between the ginger, removing dirt. Look how dirty this water is. You see why it's important to wash the fruits before you make drink? After that, give fruits a final rinse. It's best if you do this part on the fresh running water. Get a clean bowl ready, a small fine mesh strainer ready, get a sharp knife ready. Next, squeeze lime. Cut limes in half. Alright, now use your fingers, squeeze lime through the mesh into the bowl, removing lime juice. Ensure to not put lime seed in the juice. Lime juice. Put this aside for later. Next, squeeze oranges. Get a big enough bowl ready. Get a fine mesh strainer ready. Get a sharp knife ready, a chopping board, and all of those good stuff ready. Get an empty bowl ready so you can put all the trash in. Get all the stuff you're using ready. Get a squeezing gadget like this ready. Alternatively, you could use an electric squeezer. Doing this is labor intense. Cut the orange. Grip the orange in the palm of your hand, skin side down. Poke the orange right in the middle of the squeezer. Press on it and then rotate your hand from side to side, removing orange juice. Visit JamaicanDinners.com for the recipe. As well, visit JamaicanCookings.com for the recipe. This is how dried inside of the orange should look after you're finished. Do this until the squeezing gadget tray is full with orange juice. After that, pour the orange juice through the strainer into a clean bowl. Allow it to drain. Continue doing this until you're finished with this part. This part is labor intense. You could use an electric squeezer instead. That would be best. Use a spoon. Put it in the mashed fruit that is on the strainer. Rotate it from side to side and around, removing remaining juice. Use the spoon. Press on the mash that is on the strainer, removing remaining juice. Freshly squeezed orange juice. Put this aside for later. If you washed the ginger clean, it's not necessary to peel it. Now, however way you feel comfortable, peel June plums. Peel June plums thin to the skin. Be patient, go through, peel each June plum until you're finished with this part. While doing this type of work, you just gotta be patient. This is the final June plum. Ensure to wash your hands clean. Wash your hands clean with soap until it suds, and then rinse it properly. Now, this next part is a bit tricky. We got to remove the fruit from this June plum seed. Put the June plum in your left hand. It's best if you use a dull knife to do this. Cut in the June plum to the seed. On the longer side, grip the June plum firm in your left hand. Twist your hand to the right and to the left. Use the knife to pop out the piece of June plum off the seed. Do this until you're finished. After a while, you'll get a groove and you'll find a method. The method is cut 2 parallel lines and then use a knife to pop out that middle piece. Once you pop out that middle piece, from there on it should be easy. Cut into the June plum to the seed, twist the knife to the right or to the left, and then pop off the piece of June plum off the seed. Continue doing this until you're finished. If you use the June plum seed, the drink will not taste as good. Put June plum fruit pieces and this piece ginger aside for the next step. Get a blender ready. Put on the blender's jar properly. Remove the lid. Measure and add 2 cups water. Use the jar's lid. Close jar tight. Turn the blender on. Remove the jar's lid. Insert. Add piece ginger into the blender. put half June plum pieces into the blender while it's blending. Close the lid. Allow to blend between 3 minutes on high speed. Allow. Get a clean bowl ready. I am using this bowl with the orange juice. Get a fine mesh strainer ready. Measure 2 cups water and have it ready. After time, pour mixture through strainer into the bowl. Allow it to drain. Put back on the blender's jar. Add 2 cups water more. We're using 4 cups of water. In all, close the jar tight. Turn on the blender. Remove the jar's lid. Insert. Now put this large proportion of June plum pieces into the blender. Close the insert. Allow to blend between 3 minutes on high speed. Allow. After time, pour this proportion through the strainer into the bowl. Allow draining. Use a spoon. Put it in the mashed fruit that is on the strainer. Rotate it from side to side and around, removing remaining juice. Use the spoon. Press on the mash that is on the strainer, removing remaining juice. This is good enough. Throw this out. Wash off the strainer. Place it upon a clean bowl. Now, pour mixture through the strainer into the bowl. Strain mixture 2 or 3 times. To get the drink thin, meaning with less fiber, you could use a cloth. Place it over the strainer and pour it through the cloth, through the strainer, into a clean bowl. I am not doing that for this recipe. Add lime juice. 3 limes is the equivalent of 3 tablespoons. 3 limes will give you 3 tablespoons of lime juice. Next, measure and add 1 cup sugar. I am using brown sugar. You could use granulated instead. However, you could add up to 1.5 cup of sugar. Stir sugar in until you do not feel sugar grain on the bowl's bottom. taste it. This is sweet enough for me. You could add up to 1.5 cups of sugar. To store a drink, pour it in a jar. Cover the jar properly. Put it in the refrigerator between 5 days only. Nevertheless, pour it in a clean plastic bag, like the one I'm using, or a clean plastic bottle. Visit JamaicanDinners.com for the recipe. As well, visit JamaicanCookings.com for the recipe. Seal it tight. Freeze it for 6 months, maybe a year. Serve June Plum Orange Juice Drink cool. Visit JamaicanDinners.com for the recipe. As well, visit JamaicanCookings.com for the recipe. This is June Plum Orange Juice Drink. Visit JamaicanDinners.com for the recipe. Subscribe, like, and share. You should try making this drink yourself. When you do, give us feedback. Serve June Plum Orange Juice Drink cool. It flavors June Plum Juice Drink with a dash of freshly squeezed orange juice. The ginger and the lime blends well together in this juice drink. This juice drink, do not dilute it. Drink it as it is. Although the ginger works well with this juice drink, using ginger is optional. Until next time, bye. Yeah, man! 6 June plums fruit weighs 1 pound. 3 oranges weighs 1 pound. 3 limes weigh 1/4 pound. Ginger, 1-inch piece ginger or half the size of your finger.